So, welcome back to my channel. Yep, it's your favorite girl, and she's got a little bumpy. She's got a bun in the oven, and I've kind of kept this quiet for the longest. If you've clocked and you haven't said anything, you are amazing. I will try to set a lot of memories and clips that I've collected along the line. If you're guessing, or if you guessed at one point, you guessed right, due to obviously my face changes and my nose becoming as massive as it is right now. But your girl is pregnant. For so many reasons, I will try not to get too detailed. However, I will spill some tea. But I'll tell you about my pregnancy journey so far. I'll cover the first, second and third trimester. I'll cover the scans. I'll cover me being Rhesus negative. I'll speak about that as well. I'll speak about so many things in this video that could help somebody else. Let's talk. Yep, I found out I was pregnant. I was way into the pregnancy before I found out. Funny story is, I was telling my friend like, oh, my period doesn't come. However, I just thought it was stress, because when you're going through so much shit, you're not thinking of, oh, you know, you might be pregnant because you've done this time and this and that time. In your mind, when you're stressed out and you're going through so much stuff, naturally your body kind of works with what you got going on. So if you're stressed, your period will be delayed. So in my mind, it's just stress and other stuff going on that, you know, will delay my period. That's what I thought. But in reality, obviously, I've been pregnant and I did not know, and I was still enjoying and living soft life. So imagine living soft life without knowing that, you know, a human is about to, you know, come soon. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm still there living my baby girl soft life, enjoying myself, not knowing that the whole time I was carrying a new life. I forget that I meant to buy the test, and she's like, you need to go back to the shop. So I've walked back now and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna buy the rubbish test, I'm gonna buy the clear blue. However, I know it's gonna come out negative. So when it does, you owe me a tenner, okay? Because that test costs £10, and I'm like, I'm not wasting £10 for no reason. For sure, I'm 100% sure I'm not pregnant. She was just like, bro, you're talking too much, go buy the test. So buy the test now, and whew, I feel like I can feel the feelings of how I felt when I done the test initially. I'm speaking to you guys now, but I'm nervous as hell. Took the test and, ooh, child. The longest 2 minutes of my life, bro. I know it probably was a bit shorter, but I felt like it was like the longest 2 minutes of my life, because I'm sitting on the toilet seat and I'm waiting for that thing to say not pregnant. But then it says pregnant. And it doesn't stop there. It says pregnant and it was rotating. And obviously my mind is not to record anything, right? In my mind, I'm not doing a YouTube video about this, or in my mind, I'm like, ooh, what the heck is happening to your baby girl, okay? What is going on? I'm there, I'm shitting bricks. Now speaking to you guys, I'm shitting bricks, because I can just feel the emotions all over again, like, it's insane. So it does that, and then it does a number and a plus sign behind it. And I'm like, what the hell does this mean? Because I know when you use clear blue, it says 2 to 3 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, whatever. But in my case, it was different. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Found out I was pregnant, and I was like, okay, I don't have a plan. So it's kind of like I had to sit down and go back to the drawing board. You're going to have another human being, so you can't be as silly as you was from before. You need to get your shit together. So that was what my mind was saying to me. Like, yo, get your shit together. From that second, I had to sit down and really just talk to myself properly, because I was kind of like in a confused state of not knowing what I was going to do next. Fast forward to being a couple months pregnant, and I start to bleed. When you bleed in pregnancy, when you do your research, the first thing you see is miscarriage, this, that, and the third. So at the time, I had a friend that was pregnant, so I'm on the phone to her, but I'm bawling out my eyes. I'm crying so much. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm having a miscarriage. what is going on with me? What is happening to me? Like, I don't understand it. She's like, you need to go to the A&E right now. Whatever you're doing, leave it and go to the A&E, because I was bleeding, okay? Got to the A&E now, and these nurses are trying to take the piss. They're telling me that, you know, it's spotting. I'm like, bro, I'm bleeding and I need you to check me out now. Guys, they sent me home and I was lost. I was like, these people are insane. How can you send someone that's bleeding so much home? They gave me a pad. They told me to monitor the bleeding and all that jazz. So the next day, I carried myself back to the A&E because I'm like, yeah, I'm still bleeding and I need to know what's going on. They booked me in for a scan. The doctor was like, luckily you're not bleeding from your womb. However, we just found out, because they took some blood samples as well when I went in the first time. And they asked me, they were like, do you know your blood type? I'm like, no. They were like, just let you know you're O negative, which is also Rhesus negative. And I'm like, okay. Because I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? And they were like, do you know what your partner's blood type is? And my answer was no. He told me before, but I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't remember, so I was like, no. And they were like, okay, they're gonna take another blood sample from me and they're gonna try out the baby's blood type to know what the baby's blood type is. Because if me and the baby have a different blood type, our bloods can't mix. And at that point, you know when your heart just sinks? Because my heart sank. And I'm like, what is going on now? Because I've come in thinking I'm having a miscarriage. Luckily for me, and I'm grateful to God, it was just spotting. However, I've now come to find out that I have a different blood type, which is rare. And my baby might have a different one from me. And that could be very dangerous to my kid. Before they let me go home, they did let me know that if at any point my blood comes across my baby's blood and we have different blood types, it could be very, very dangerous. And somebody's enemy's child might not make it. I'm Nigerian, so I'll never say anything negative to myself. So that's why I said somebody's enemy's child might not make it. And that was scary. Apparently, sometimes the first child always makes it, but other kids, maybe a second or third, might not make it due to the situation. And because I've never heard of this before, I don't know anyone that experienced it, it was a shocker to me. A couple weeks later, again, I'm bleeding and I'm like shitting my pants. I've gone back into the hospital and they've now told me my baby is Rhesus positive and I'm Rhesus negative, so I need to have another anti-D injection. When people get pregnant, they have morning sickness, as you've heard. From when I found out I was pregnant, I never had morning sickness, so that's why I didn't even know I was pregnant to begin with. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I started to, every time I brush my tongue, I will vomit my life out. Every time I brush my tongue, guys, I'll be so sick. I can't even explain it to you, it was just bad. For me to actually just go and vomit myself, that wasn't the case. I had hay fever. Guys, I never have hay fever. Like, then I realized my immune system was very low because I had hay fever and it was bad. And then I was sick in the pregnancy. My pregnancy journey compared to a lot of stories I've heard was amazing. The scans were beautiful. Up to your 20-week scan, you can actually see the baby like properly.
Been stolen again.
Oh yes, oh my God, I thought he moved.
You're not going to get any pictures or anything of baby's face today, unfortunately, because they're face planting the whole time. Like, head is like literally looking straight down. I can't see baby's face. Do you want to know?
That's fine, doesn't it?
Yeah. So one leg here, something sticking out in between, looks like a baby boy.
I told you it's a boy. I said it's a boy. I told you. Well, after your 20-week scan, you don't really see the baby as much. Now, the hospital I'm using, you don't have an allocated midwife. When you go in different weeks, you have different midwives.
Okay, so I'll plot your measurement on the chart in a minute, which will be your first measurement.
Okay.
And you've got your 36-week scan booked in?
Yeah. move, like I don't need to like actually move, right? When does that start to happen? Because I feel I spit kicks and stuff, but I haven't seen the big movement yet.
No, so you might just feel kicks. That might just be. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're 28 weeks now. You're 10 off. All sounds normal. That's fine. So I measured you here. 29 centimetres, which is a little bit bigger than we'd expect. However, remember that I'm measuring everything.
Okay.
So I'm measuring placenta, amniotic fluid, fat, muscle.
Okay.
Yeah? So let's see what happens at the next measurement.
What was my cravings? Yeah, so I was craving spaghetti and spicy sauce, sweet stuff. Now, obviously, you heard this old wives' tale. If you're craving sweet, it's a girl. If you're craving salty, it's a boy, and all of that jazz. I can eat sweet stuff and salty stuff. I did not have a preference when it comes to that. I forget a lot of stuff. Yeah, you become very forgetful. I worked all the way up to I was 8 months pregnant, and in doing my job comes with a lot of stress, but also I was also trying to remind myself not to allow the stress, take away from the bundle of joy, because you do get stressed when you're working. A lot of people are lucky to not go to work when they're pregnant, but I can't sit at home and not try and get some bread. At least you kept my pregnancy private. In my life, only a couple people knew, and for you to know that I'm pregnant, you had to be very close to me to know that I was pregnant. A lot of family members did not know that I'm pregnant. Probably they'll find out from this video actually. So if you did not know, apologies, but things like this I wanted to keep a bit private. Heartburns, guys, I had heartburns a lot. Indigestion, I still have that till this day. When I have my dinner, I need to be up for about 2 hours before I try to attempt to sleep, because if I don't, I will vomit my soul in the toilet. It's serious, and I still have it till now. And I'm very close to my due date. You guys will not see this video until my little pumpkin is born. So if you're watching this video, it means that my baby is in the world and he's safe, he's happy. I will not be posting him on social media, so if you're family and let's say you get hold of his picture, please don't post him on social media. I don't want to put him out there. I would not even put him out there. I will try and protect him as much as I can. I feel like being pregnant, you start to make decisions for yourself and another human being. So yeah, I will not be posting him. My child will not be featured on my channel. You probably will see legs and feet and all of that, but the face would not be shown on any social platform. Sorry. I know he's gonna have a lot of internet uncles and aunties, and we love you guys. We're gonna keep that private. I started doing baby shopping from when I was 6 months, because I knew that the longer time went, I wouldn't have energy to go shop. First trimester, I was always sleeping. So I used to work 6 days in a week, and when I got back home on my day off, I would snore my life away. When I got home, I was tired. I was banging out my decoration job and a 9 to 5. So you need to understand that when I say work, I'm not talking about one place, I'm talking about 2 places. Tiredness, my boobs felt so painful. Oh my god, guys, I felt like somebody had punched me up in my boobs. Like the pain from my titty them. Yeah, nah. My face didn't really swell in my first trimester. I was kind of like still normal. I did not spit, guys. I was scared about that, because people spit a lot. Well, some people spit a lot when they're pregnant, and I did not like that at all. So I'm happy that that didn't happen to me. Bleeding gums, my gums. Ooh, guys, my gums were bleeding. Even till now, I still have that. My gums were so sore, and I would bleed so bad. What else happened in my first trimester? That was it really in the first trimester. Can I say this? From the time I found out I was pregnant, I automatically just had a feeling, and I knew where the child was. The doctor asked me as well when I went for my scan. I just already knew where my son was. He was on this side, and I knew it. I could feel him. It's strange. I just could feel him from like the time I found out. My second trimester, bro, I was trying to stack up on the bag. Okay, so second trimester was alright. I had a bit of headache here and there in my second trimester. I think probably like 3 times I had a headache. So it was alright. Second trimester was alright. I had more energy, so I wasn't as tired or sleepy as much. But constipation was my best friend. Normally my belly is already sensitive, but yeah, I was extra sensitive. in my second and third trimester. Second trimester, what happened in second trimester? That's when I was craving a lot of the spaghetti actually. Third trimester, I'm still in my third trimester right now. Still having the heartburns. Guys, sciatica hit me in my second trimester, I forgot to mention. So sciatica is whereby you feel a pain from your bum cheek shooting down to your leg. But apparently that pain comes from your back. Guys, I used to limp. In short, I'm still limping. I just feel like it comes and goes. So that's why I'm able to even like talk today, because that sciatica thing is a goddamn okay. When I tell you I used to limp for the life of me, guys, I'm still limping. It's just this past week it's been fine. Sciatica got the best of me. Oh my god, imagine trying to go toilet. When you're pregnant, you go toilet 1 billion times. So imagine limping to the toilet. Oh my god. And it's not just a normal limp. The pain, you feel it in your soul. That wasn't fun. And it's still not fun because it's so painful. To the point where I was referred to physio. It was that bad. You start feeling the baby move after your 20-week scan. So yeah, feeling the baby move was, you know, amazing. It was a weird feeling at first. I was like, oh my god, this is weird. But feeling your baby move and just knowing your baby is okay, that's very important. I had a scare actually last week where my pumpkin wasn't really moving as much. I had to go to triage. Some girl was in labor, scared the shit out of me because she was screaming for their life, and I was like, should I run or should I stay? I stayed anyways to make sure that he was fine. But yeah, they tell you to monitor the stuff and all of that jazz. How is it going so far? So I'm very close to my due date and I need to pack my hospital bag. It's going great. Some days I feel extra dizzy, mostly like towards the end now. I found that I had low iron about last week, so I'll be taking, well, I'm on a strong iron medication at the moment because it's so close to my due date. The midwife wants me to be on something strong so that, you know, my iron level can go up. Apart from that, pregnancy is amazing. You get days where you're extra tired. When I walk now, literally I walk 2 minutes and I'm literally out of breath. I'm so tired. Imagine, since I found that I've been pregnant, I've been very active on YouTube, dropping videos back to back, as you guys have been seeing. Being pregnant has just allowed me to know my priorities more. I'm ready to be a mom. You guys are going to see videos from me on baby shopping, my baby shower, and it's just been a beautiful journey so far. Some days you're very emotional, I'm not gonna lie to you, but you're not alone because we've all been through it. So guys, that's all I want to say today in this video. I'm gonna do a pregnancy Q&A in the future, and I'm gonna be dropping it on my Insta or Snap, and you guys can ask me loads of questions and I can actually sit down and answer any questions that you guys have. But I think that I've done a lot of tea spilling at the moment. I've covered everything in kind of like a short clip because I don't want the video to be so long. If you stuck with me all the way till the end, thank you so much. I hope you watch my other content. This is not going to be a baby channel and a mom channel. That's not happening. I just wanted to clarify that because people will probably ask like, oh, are you going to show your little one? The answer is no. Thank you so much for watching my pregnancy announcement. I love you guys way too much and God bless you.